Hello and welcome to News Pulse. I'm Esther. With a confirmed case in West Bengal, India has so far detected a total of 64 cases of the Omicron variant on December 15th. 8 more cases of the Omicron variant of coronavirus were also detected in Maharashtra on Tuesday, out of which 7 were reported in Mumbai city. The total number of cases of Omicron variant in Maharashtra is now at 28. Earlier in the day, 4 new Omicron cases were also detected in Delhi, taking the tally in the national capital to 6. Officials said that all 6 are stable and have mild to moderate symptoms. The other states to have reported the new COVID-19 variant are Gujarat with 4, Rajasthan with 9, Delhi with 6, Karnataka 3, Kerala 1, Andhra Pradesh 1 and the Union Territory of Chandigarh with 1. While cases were also reportedly detected in Assam, though no confirmation has been made. The Deputy Director of the Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland spoke to Hornbill TV and informed that regardless of the Delta variant or Omicron, all must take precautionary measures at all times.
See, the procedure here is the same, no? All the international travelers, we are keeping a close watch, no?
Okay.
So whether they are from a foreign country or whether they are Indians or Nagaland, if they come to Nagaland, we put them under surveillance.
Okay.
And then we also do the testing as per the protocol. No? Yeah.
A case is detected of a COVID-19. Is that sent for, again, retesting for genome?
See, there are certain criteria which we have to take into account for sending for genome sequencing.
Okay.
So, yeah, that part is quite technical. Yeah, but then for the people having history of international travel, if they become positive, then we will send the sample for whole genome sequencing.
But right now, I think many cases have been detected where no one has any travel history, for international travel history. Now it's just circulating domestically. So are we also prepared for that? What is the difference between the old variant and these new variants that are popping up, saying that even vaccines are not that effective?
Whatever understanding and the information that we have is it's in the public domain. Yeah. So the current the understanding is the same as what is there in the public domain. We still have to be very careful about the spread of any form of the virus, be it the Omicron or the Delta variant. So we have to follow your COVID appropriate behaviors and take vaccination. Especially masking up, avoiding crowded spaces, avoiding close contact settings. So basically the preventive measures, public health and social measures, they remain unchanged. The therapeutics also remain unchanged.
Okay.
So just because the Omicron is there, it doesn't mean that we have to change our response to it. The response remains the same. So it falls on the people whether we follow the basic tools that are at hand with us. So those tools are basically the COVID appropriate behaviors and vaccination. Because right now the Omicron is not the dominant variant. No matter what, it's the Delta variant which is the dominant variant. And all the vaccination, it works for the Delta variant.
Though the government has confirmed that Omicron has not reached Nagaland, the variant seems to be moving across the country at a very fast pace. And with the holiday season that is here, many people are traveling to meet their dear ones or going on vacations. Should Nagaland be worried, or how bad could it get? To speak more and highlight about the Omicron variant, we have my colleague Al on. Hi Al.
Hi Esther, nice to see you again.
Yes, hi. Could you tell us a little bit more about this variant and how worried should we be or not worried?
The question itself is quite scary, Esther, if you really think about it. Yeah, this is something we should really be worried about, because if you look at the data right now from the World Health Organization, for instance, right now they do not have data about the personality, the biological personality and the behavior of the variant. However, they have a number of cases that is seen to be increasing very rapidly. For instance, the variant was reported in November, and so far India has about 61 at the time of this news being broadcast. So there are 61 cases. Now, if you compare this number to the time when the pandemic first broke out in Nagaland during May, we had about 4 cases in May 2020, which was about 33%. And by June 2020, just the next month thereafter, we had about 280. But now if you compare it to the Omicron variant, you will see that within just not months, just about 3 weeks now, we have more than 2,382 cases worldwide, and India has already 61 cases. So these numbers tell us that I think we should really start worrying about our behavior also in the public places, in hygiene, in the way we protect ourselves, and in the way that we take care of ourselves, especially in public places. And I think the government, I do believe that they will come up with some kind of a regulation, a set of guidelines to actually regulate the behavior of the public, especially in the light of the Omicron cases increasing in India.
Okay, Al, as you have mentioned, 2,382 cases worldwide of Omicron and rapidly growing worldwide. So at this point, we had the government tell us the vaccines would help, and now we have this new variant, and I suppose again another new variant of the coronavirus would again pop up. So now what is, how are the people going to deal with all of this? How, if the vaccines are not helping, the people are not aware, and the life must go on, life has to continue. So normal life, how can this be tackled? Now what is the way?
That's a difficult question again, Esther, but a very relevant one. Yes, I think right now there's an agreement that the current variant of the coronavirus has no vaccine that would fight against it, that would counter it. Now, basically what they are saying is right now the only tools we have is behavior regulation, like crowd control. You have to wear masks, you have to wash your hands all the time, you have to make sure that this workplace or that workplace should have only this or that much percentage of workers. We need this kind of regulation that would actually, it might not prevent the virus, yes, that I want to make clear, but it will certainly not be too much of a toll on the healthcare services. So right now our tool is only about behavior regulation, Esther.
And are we seeing that in Nagaland or in context to Dimapur, the commercial hub, and where all the entry and exit points are to Nagaland, to other states, connecting to other states? Are we seeing that behavior responsibility of the citizens? Are we seeing it around us? What do you feel, Al?
I think that is a question, the answer to which is quite obvious. I think even you and I, if we would even go down there to the junction to a pharmacy, you will see that even the pharmacists and the chemists, they will not be wearing gloves.
Right.
They won't be wearing masks.
Right.
And there will be certainly some people who might be sneezing into your face. My point is, right now, it's not just the borders. I think the change, the fear has to come from within us to actually be worried about not only the Omicron cases, but any other diseases, especially in this time. So right now, behavior regulation is the only way. The borders cannot be totally closed. The Assam-Nagaland border is very porous. People will always keep sneaking in. And even if you put up police checkposts, for example, that is only a very temporary measure. So I think right now, the only tools we have right now is to, I think, engage a little bit of the regulation that we saw a year ago when the government actually clamped down across the state with lockdown regulations. I think those are the protocols that we have right now, which is our best tool right now. Yeah, back to you, Esther.
Right, Al. Lastly, last year or I would say earlier this year, we saw an exhaustion of oxygen and all over the nation, and of course, luckily for Nagaland, we did not face that much of a proximity of exhaustion, but
Thank
with
God.
these new variants that are coming up, and just or different diseases as well, are we really prepared for it? Till now, we have not been really hit badly, I would say, but are we really prepared for future? Do we have enough collateral damage to?
I mean, God forbid that it won't hit us even in the future. I think comparatively with other parts of the country, we have been really blessed to have a milder infection rate here in Nagaland. However, it is relevant that still that should not give us an excuse to be lax about it. That should not give us an excuse to be, taking things casually. Right now, as you have mentioned, that there was a point of time during the previous year when the whole country faced a severe shortage of oxygen supplies.
Right.
And this time, I think the government of Nagaland, as they have been doing even in the past 1 year, they have sufficient supply of oxygen. Sufficient oxygen supplies.
Right.
However, the problem is not just about oxygen supplies here. We need personnel also.
Okay.
We need a little more sturdier infrastructure to combat, like an intake of a lot of, let's say, virus-infected people. So it's not just about oxygen supplies that we're talking about here, yeah. But at this point, I believe that I think the government is already prepared to face the Omicron variant.
All right, all right. Thank you, Al. Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much, Esther.